Hello everybody. Welcome or welcome back. Second episode singular. My name is Noemi. I'm an Italian artist and small business owner, but today we are here for the episode number 2 of the Shane Dawson serie on the Tanacon drama, let's say. So I cannot wait to see what the hell happens. If you didn't watch the first video, I will link it somewhere around my head or below. I don't know. I always forget to do that, so let's hope I don't forget this time. And also, I wanted to say something before starting. As I said in the first episode, this thing happened in 2018, and I wasn't, unfortunately, I don't know, chronically online, so I don't know many things that happened, like the lore behind everything and every one of the people involved. So sorry if I don't know some dynamics and stuff like that. And also we're going to revisit for you if you already know what the hell happened. For me, it's like the first time. It's like watching, I don't know, a movie for the first time. I'm excited. And also I wanted to say something that I don't follow Tana Mojo. I don't follow Shane Dawson. I don't know like most of their life, like from Shane, something I know, like controversy and stuff like that. But yesterday, maybe because I'm watching this whole series, YouTube suggested me to watch the sobriety 1 year of sobriety video of Tana, and it was really amazing. And if you didn't watch, if you don't follow her, it was really beautiful. I just want to say that it was an experience. And also it was probably the first proper introduction to Tana, because I'm watching the Tanacon, but I know nothing about Tana. So now I kind of know what type of person she is, and what she did, kind of. So yeah, let's start this episode, which is called The Truth About Tana Mojo. It's 26 minutes and we're going to watch this, and then the next episode, final episode of the Shane Dawson series, is the real truth about Tanacon. But the Tanacon experience does not end there, because we are going to watch a video from a person who actually attended Tanacon, and then we're going to watch the response of Tana, which is an hour long, and then we're going to also hear and watch and see the situation with Michael Weist. I still don't know how to pronounce his last name, which is better known as the Segway guy, who was the person in charge of the whole, like the event. So yeah, let's start. Enough rambling. Please ignore the stains of color, because I don't have the thing to also here. Just don't. Everything is okay. Yeah, perfect. Should I be embarrassed? I don't care. Side.
Are you guys having fun today?
That was so heartbreaking. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's been like 2 days and I already forgot the cliffhanger. So yeah, we were watching the fact that Shane Dawson said, "Oh, I just received a message," and then cut to that.
Okay, I just texted him and said I'm doing a video about all of this and I want to interview all sides and make sure it's balanced and not bullshit. Are you around? Michael?
The CEO of Good Times, Michael Weist.
Just because.
I mean, even if it's just like
A phone call.
oh my god. I just got a text. Oh my god. The police put out an official statement saying there was only 4,000 people outside.
Just right now?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you the exclusive statement that I got from the Garden Grove police. There was approximately 4,000 to 5,000 people at most. There was not 20,000 people there.
That means that there was 1,000 people inside, just like they said, and
Wait
then
a
4,000
damn
people.
minute. So there was not 20,000 people there, 4,000, 5,000, which still, I believe there's something wrong still with the fact that the venue was only able to contain 1,000 people. What about the other 3,000 people who paid? So, see, who's this guy? By the way, who's this? Who's you? This thing said the police department was notified by the hotel staff and security requesting assistance because of property damage that was occurring. I don't know. Hotel staff said the attendees were in the lobby area and were refusing to move out of the lobby. Some people were climbing on furniture and other people were causing damage. And the fun thing is that in the previous episodes, Shane placed like a scene from when Tana was on the stage saying, nobody will kick you out unless you do something really stupid. And then the next scene was like, you need to get out. And that was nice, like good editing. The people did not want to move along as request, and they all gathered in the lobby area outside of the ballrooms. The attendees were upset that they were... The hired private security at the event could not handle the crowd and asked our police department to help move the people out of the lobby and out of the event. We sent approximately 15-20 officers and several supervisors, which is a lot. And they don't say how many people there were in the security, because if they were like the police people were 15, 20 and more, how many people there was from the security? Like 2? I don't know. We helped move the crowd out of the hotel. No force was used by the police department and the crowd was compliant. Our medics treated one 14-year-old female minor who was knocked down by the crowd. See, in the previous episodes, I was talking about the stomping accident, which is something that can happen when there's a big crowd in small spaces, and which is one of my biggest fear, honestly. Terrible, just to watch and to hear, terrible. Minor injuries, thank God. The event was not shut down by the fire department and it was requested by the hotel staff and security. Okay, they said that was a fire hazard, which still, if the fire department was not involved, but still it does not make the thing less bad, because a fire hazard can occur even when there are too many people into an area that can contain less people. So that's still a fire hazard, I believe. As far as the estimated crowd, our supervisors said there was approximately 4,000 to 5,000 people at most. Was not 20,000 people. There was no permit required for this event because it was supposed to be held within the hotel premise. Our resort services officers met with the hotel staff and we were aware of the event. Our department did not provide security or staffing for the event. We were not called until the crowd started damaging product.
Pay tickets outside.
The hotel ballrooms where the event was scheduled could hold a maximum of 1,000 people. Tanacon had sold 4,000 tickets.
What's going on?
I already said it.
Yeah.
Literally exactly what we thought.
Yeah.
There was no permit for this event.
Like, this is a fucking scam!
I want my money back.
And somebody needs to be held responsible for this.
I just read there was a police statement put out that there was only 4,000 people outside.
I 100% believe that. There's not a chance in hell it was 15,000.
I've never seen 15,000 people in my entire life, you know.
Oh my
Tana
god, I
said
don't even
herself
know.
that nothing in Anaheim other than VidCon could hold that many people.
Yeah.
How could a parking lot? I'd love to see another statement from Good Times. I can't wait to see what they say next.
Me too. I don't even know where they are.
Our medics treated a 14-year-old female minor who was knocked down by the crowd. She was taken to a local hospital for minor injuries.
Okay, I just got a text from Michael. I was like, hey man, just letting you know everybody's like saying a lot of things about you and I want to give you your chance. I want to interview you. Are you down for that? And he said, yeah. He goes, also, like, I'm working on making it a documentary. I have all the footage, and I think it's gonna be emotional and awesome. Literally, so these girls out there, they were like, oh, I think that Good Times wanted this to fail so that they could get press out of it and become, like, get promotion out of it or something, right?
Thousands of fans showed up to the first day of TanaCon, and things quickly descended into chaos.
Now it would make sense, because if they did want it to fail, and they were filming the whole thing, why were they filming the whole
Oh, we are going to watch some clips from this documentary that actually came out, which is called TanaCon: What Really Happened, official documentary, which I believe it came out somewhere. Maybe I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was like behind a paywall. And then 6 months ago, Michael Weist, he placed it on YouTube because it's from 6 months ago. So yeah, but I believe this because it actually happened. This documentary came out. I didn't watch it on. I don't know. I just skimmed through because I wanted to see the part of when everything went down, basically, to show here. So I skimmed through the video because it's like 1 hour 30 minutes. I skimmed through, and from what I can gather, like from the stills, I didn't even play the video. It's like a video, like footage from the crew and Tana planning this thing. I don't know, they were all around like a table, sitting on a sofa, talking. And then there's the beginning of the rehearsal. You can do this now. Rehearsal, perfect. And then there's actually the footage from that day, and there's like some videos from like Tana on the stage. So yeah, and then there's the final part that is what we're going to watch when everything went down, basically. So yeah, but what I wanted to say is, I believe, I don't know, personally, in my opinion, okay, if I had a company, and my company manages event, and I am the manager of a big event where there's a bunch of people, famous people, and 4,000 people outside, 1,000 people inside. I don't know. I believe that my first thought after the fact that I put out, I don't know if it was an email, a post, or something that we read on the last episode, where they said, yeah, TanaCon is shut down, basically. After I shut down this event, and after I am taking all this shit, because already he was taking all this shit before this documentary, for the company and the mismanaging of the event, stuff like that. My first thought when someone asked me when someone asked me, hey, I would really like to have your statement about all this whole situation, because I'm interviewing the counterpart. So are you down to have this interview to say your part, whatever? My first thought wouldn't be, yeah, I'm making a documentary, by the way. I don't know, this feels odd. And I don't know if they were planning it to fail, or as I said in the last episode, they were planning to make it a little bit chaotic, because as we know and as we witness every single day, like celebrities, actors and YouTubers and content creators, TikTokers, whatever you want to call them, when something happens, chaotic, bad, we the audience pay more attention. So maybe they wanted to make it a little bit chaotic, but not like this. Also, I'm also thinking, who said to Tana there are 15,000 people outside waiting? Who was it? Like, I don't believe that Tana came up with the idea of 15,000 people outside. Like, she was there. She was not counting people outside. I don't know. Everything seems so confusing, honestly.
Was the whole point of this to make a documentary and to sell it to Netflix or sell it to somebody and get promotion and make a like, it literally, right? That's what it sounds like. Why else would he?
Yeah.
No, I think they...
Honest. When I saw that the Michael guy made a documentary, my first thought was like, while skimming the documentary, I was like, this is boring. Like, this is just them talking. I believe they were talking about, you know, the venue and the people and the, I don't know, the convention, whatever. But yeah, my first thought was, why are you collecting footage of this thing? Is that for you to maybe have a recording of your events for future clients, or is that for you to build a, I don't know, memory something? I don't know. It was weird. It's not uncommon for people to record events, but at the same time, it's the first time you're doing an event like this, and your first thought is, yeah, record everything. I don't know.
Oversold tickets, and then they're now trying to turn it into something.
No, I didn't thought about that.
Because they need to make money to try to pay kids back, and they're scammy.
This word has been easily thrown around lately, but I think I need to label Tana Mojo's event a scam.
You scammed people out of their time, out of their money. It is a scam. You stole things from people.
That's crazy.
So are you gonna interview him?
Well, he fucking left town. The second it happened, he got on a plane and left.
Where did he go? I don't understand. Where does he live?
Where he lives.
Where does he live?
I don't know. Just like, what does that even mean? Well, Tana supposedly is coming back from Tanaheim. I mean, oh my god!
Did you really say that unironically?
I didn't know I said it. Wait, that's the title of the documentary. Tanaheim.
I put my soul out there.
This is crazy. It's like I'm inside of a conspiracy. Oh, Tana's calling.
Hi, I'm sorry for calling you again. So Michael's talking to you?
Yeah, he's not in LA, but he wants to do an interview, and he said he's already working on his own awesome documentary about this whole thing. Why would he say that?
You know what's funny? So Hunter, my videographer, has been filming stuff for my YouTube channel, right?
The last scene with Bella and Tana.
And Michael's videographer Phil came to him and was like, everything you film this hour to be filmed, we will do everything to get it. You can't have any of your footage, it's for our documentary, blah blah blah. And we were like, what? Like, all of these influencers that like Michael manages, like big influencers came up to me and they're like, we knew this was gonna fail from the beginning, like, but that they were too afraid of him to tell me before.
Whoa, somebody said that.
Nuts.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't know if for VidCon is the same, but I know for sure that there are some events who have this kind of rules, like everything that you film inside this venue, it's our own, in order to have it for, I don't know, like advertisement, publicity, and to show other people for the next year. also like maybe merch, like as an artist, I know that there are some kind of things, if I do something for an event, that event can have the copyright on my art, and they will disclaim it like in the contract. So I don't know if there was a obviously there was a contract, and if it was disclaimed in the contract. If it was, I shouldn't, like, I wouldn't be so shocked, honestly. But at the same time, it's like when you go to a theater and all the footage in the theater, you cannot put it outside because it's copyright, infringing copyright. I don't know if it's the same here, if it was disclaimed. I am kind of shocked, but not that much, because I don't know if in the contract there was something. I don't know if they're going to say that.
I mean, I'm going to do that interview with him. Do you want to... Oh my God.
If you interview him, I'm down to be there. I'm down to literally, because I know Michael is going to try to say you didn't fucking say all of the shit.
Then let's fucking do it.
I hate that this ends up, like, I don't want to put the blame on anyone else. It's still my fucking fault,
It's 100%, and you're going to take the blame and say all that, but still, like, there is some crazy shit. People know there's some crazy shit going on. I think, should we just plan on 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
He literally is trying to own all the footage. It's crazy. I'm in a conspiracy. How did this happen?
You also can't just write this off on him, though. You have to critically interview Tana.
Of course. No, I'm going to do that as well. Obviously.
I mean, that is crazy. I'm just saying, like, you can't just write her off immediately. Like, you have to...
No, she fucked up. She knows that, and I'm going to grill her on that, and I want her to know everything. But also, like, this is crazy.
You guys have no idea for these surprises that I have in store for you.
So then it was time for me to talk to Michael, and I was nervous, and I didn't know what to expect. And this is what happened.
I didn't know there was the interview. Ooh, shady. Okay. By the way, I'm doing that. Sorry.
Okay. So, I'm gonna FaceTime Michael. So I got a list of things from Tana that she wanted me to ask him, saying things like he lied about the capacity size of the hotel, he lied about background checks and security.
The hired private security at the event could not handle the crowd.
I work security for Tanacon. It's crazy, as you guys can see. There's about 20 to 30,000 kids out there, and they got little me and my team out here trying to keep these guys in line. This shit is no joke. It is no joke. I think you have to go into the FaceTime app or something. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
The screen recording.
I spelled his name wrong. Fuck.
Can you see the... when you call... Because I don't use FaceTime. In Italy, I don't know if it's a thing, honestly. But can you see the name? Like the other person, how it saved your name? I don't know. That's hilarious, by the way.
Hey.
Hey.
Huh? I want to say something before you, if you're okay.
Uh-huh.
The last thing I want to do is throw anyone under the bus, and I'm risking my career by potentially throwing someone under the bus that I work with, and I don't want to do that. But I do want to talk, and I do want to, like, answer questions and everything.
When you say you don't want to throw somebody under the bus, you mean Tana?
Perhaps. For the record, Shane, we filmed from the beginning to the end, like, every piece of footage. I'm going to put the documentary out, if nothing else, just now, to help clear up everything. The first scene is Tana and I on the phone talking. The second scene is, like, me going to Tana's house, and then Bella's house, and, like, we have everything. From the beginning to, like, me literally breaking down, crying, trying to find a venue Friday night, and, like, everything in between. So, I'll gladly share you anything that you need for your video or whatever.
Why were you guys documenting everything?
We wanted to document the experience. We thought it was going to be amazing. Like, why would we not make a documentary?
And she makes everybody their money.
Yes!
So that...
This is shady. Come on, guys. It's not an Oscar thing, but... I don't know. maybe they wanted actually to have this footage to make a documentary to actually, if this was going to be a good event, it was going to be also the start of his career, as a managing events and stuff like that. And maybe other creators, YouTubers, TikTokers today were going to hire him to make new, like the next con would be, I don't know, Shane Con or I don't know. But it ended up this way. So I don't, also, and this is like to say something on their side, like the good time side, but at the same time, and maybe it's because he's 22, this guy is 22, by the way. Let's remember this, was 22. But when you have a phone call with someone, FaceTime, whatever, and you start a conversation, like putting your hands in front of you, like saying, whoa, 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 I have this, and that. It goes out a little bit defensive mode. So it's not a good look. It's like you need to defend yourself from something. I believe that acting, just acting, if you're in the wrong, but still acting nonchalant, like, yeah, ask me whatever you want, I have nothing to hide, whatever. It's a different look in something like this. But then again, he was 22, so I don't know. I'm eager to know.
So that was one thing
This
that
lady
I
kills
heard
me,
today,
by the way.
which was that you guys wanted to own all the footage, even Hunter's. Like, is that true?
Yeah, we not obviously like it was never like we own every right to everything from outside sources. Yeah, we just wanted to control it because we wanted to make a documentary on it, So like.
Right. Okay. I think the main thing is, and the reason I was so confused, it didn't make sense to me before I even talked to Tanner or anybody. That venue is so small. Like, it didn't make sense.
The Marriott told me to my face that it will hold right around 4,000 people because we were doing all the ballroom space, the main ballroom, lobby, the restaurant bays will be bought out for Saturday meetups. For the record, we are looking into litigation against the Marriott. This has cost me everything. Well over $700,000 on the event alone, not including Tana's reputation, your reputation, all of our creators. At the end of the day, Marriott fucked us over.
We're not blocked off from the rest of the hotel at all, so I feel really bad for the actual guests that are here.
We're 100% going with litigation against the Marriott.
Now,
the Marriott. Okay, I get it. The Marriott is the hotel. Sorry, I didn't know the name. I guessed it. But again, a hotel who can actually fit 4,000 people inside, what the hell? What kind of a hotel is that? I don't know. I'm thinking about hotels in Florence who can host those kind of people. I used to work in one, but no, not 4,000. Maybe 200 maximum, maybe. 4,000 is a lot of people. A lot. I don't know. Also the fact that he says, for the record, we are going to... I don't know. Everything feels... let's see.
I think one other thing that was confusing was, where did the number 15,000 people come from? Because I don't believe that for a
Nice
second.
question.
We...
That... I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a weird person on YouTube that makes video while crocheting a strawberry. But when someone like that's suspicious. That's sus. But I like the fact that he's asking all the questions that I wanted to ask, like the fact that where these 15,000 people from Tana's mouth came out, like who placed this idea in her head? Because I don't believe she was like out there counting people.
I don't believe that for a second.
We Basically, we know that there was well more than 10,000 people out there. I don't know exactly what that number is, but based on like what was inside, and basically when that first 1,000 people came in, that should have been 1/5 of the crowd. Like, we knew exactly people flying out. We've done it before. Everything was registered, and it wasn't. Like, it was, people were asking to buy tickets at the door. People were asking for this. Like, it was, that's what caused a delay. And in hindsight, we should have had a separate line that was for non-purchase tickets, because I think there may have been an impression that you could get free tickets there, and clearly that was
this
not the
editing
case.
is killing
So
me.
you guys are claiming that there was security, but I've interviewed multiple people who were there who said not only were their bags not checked, their IDs weren't even looked at.
I didn't even need to show them my ticket. I was like, oh yeah, I have VIP, and they like gave me a badge and let me through.
When I went through the list that somebody sent me, your assistant sent me of the people that RSVP'd for my meet and greet, it was only like 390 people, and the girls I met today that showed me proof that they did RSVP, their names weren't on the list. So everything just seems so confusing, because I'm like, what is this? Like, there clearly was like, if it was just like, oh, we fucked up, we didn't know what we were doing, this was way out of our hands, like we shouldn't have taken this on, that's one thing. I think what people are confused about is like all the lies.
Okay, dude. Yeah. Again, I don't want to act like he's 22. He doesn't know. He doesn't know better. But if there's something like politeness and manners, honestly, that should be used in order to convey your emotions and your facts to people, mostly when you're being interviewed for some shit that happened under your supervision. First things first, vaping, not okay. And I smoke cigarettes. No, you don't do that. It's unprofessional. Second, the like constantly, and I have ADHD, so I move a lot. You can see that I do like this, stuff like that. And I cannot stay put with my hands. But like you can go like, but still looking at the person you're talking to. But picking up your phone while talking to someone and going like this, unless he's texting to a lawyer, which probably is like that, which is also weird, because if you're going to have FaceTime with a person who's making a counter documentary on this event, shouldn't you have a lawyer present with you, or on the phone, or on another face call or something, in order to be safe, in order to not answer to weird questions that could have put you in a weird spot. I don't know. It feels a little bit naive for me. Again, I'm looking at this person, and I'm seeing a 22 years old person, and I don't know his story. I don't know how he became like the manager of this. Maybe he had already money and he decided to, I'm going to open this and I'm going to do this event. And maybe he did some events, small events, and then he wanted to jump ahead of his time. I don't know, but I'm looking at him and thinking about myself at 22. And even if I went away from my house, like I went to live away from my house at 19, and I believe that I grown a little bit faster than other people of my age because of many things and situations. Still at 22, I wasn't able to do something, and maybe he grew up in this kind of, I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of naive behavior. And I'm not saying that Shane is not like, sometimes he from what I can gather from this sorry, I burped, from this documentary here, serie, whatever, but honestly, in this moment, Shane is asking pretty straight questions like, what do you say? It's like, you know, he's interviewing properly, he has questions, and he's asking these questions. And on the other side, I don't see this kind of, you know, professional behavior. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, still, it's weird.
We had really good security. Like, no, you didn't. Oh, we had background checks. Oh, we had multiple lines. Like, no, there wasn't. It was just one line. Oh, there was like a crazy mob of angry 12,000 people. Like, no, it was probably mostly people that did buy tickets, and like there wasn't really any free tickets. Like,
have you seen anyone with like a regular free badge? Everyone's had VIP that I've spoken to.
all the free giveaways, like, was that just not real? Was it like, you know what I mean? There's just so many things like that that are confusing that Tana isn't able to answer, and maybe she is, and maybe she's lying to me. That's what I want to get down to the bottom of. So it's not even about throwing people under the bus. It's like, what the fuck happened?
And I know you're concerned. I'm probably more concerned than anyone. I wanted this event to succeed more than anyone else. Like, I spent money that I didn't have. Every line of credit that I could access, I did it because I believed in Tana. And I believed in every possibility that, like, we could do this, and Tana's vision would, you know, be a success. And I'm going to lose everything over this.
So what do you mean when you say that? So you put in your own personal money into this?
Like, I am the sole owner of Good Times. My money is everything, I guess. Like, it's expensive to throw a convention. And I would be the last person to want this to fail. And I get that the fans are upset, yeah. I am more upset than you could ever imagine. You don't understand, Shane. It is so heartbreaking, and I'm going to lose everything. Like, everything. And...
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
Oh my god.
Not even 20. No, that makes big of a difference, but not even 22. 20. Oh my god. Oh man. This is the type of thing that can actually not only destroy your reputation, but also destroy you as a person who's actually still growing up. Because I just Googled yesterday, when I uploaded the first episode, I Googled Michael Weist, and it came up a picture because again he was called the Segway guy, and I just had a giggle, honestly. But there's actually a parody of, and I was like, come on, but it's something that also, because this is internet territory, and when you place yourself into this kind of, maybe he actually was this naive to believe, I am going to be so freaking famous and I'm going to throw this big freaking event and everybody would like to work with me. I don't know verbs, I'm sorry. So he was kind of, you know, visualizing it. Maybe, I don't know. And then it all went down. The fact that his own money are into this, honestly, it's something that, you know, when you open a business, there's your money obviously inside. Maybe you can ask, like, borrow money, bank or something, but it's always your money. So yeah, but again, the fact that he thought, okay, my first response to this would be, I'm going to put out a documentary, I don't know if maybe, again, in a naive, incredible way, he was thinking, I'm going to put this documentary out. They will clean me, myself, my name, and my company, and I will come out on the other side of this as a new person, and I won't lose anything. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, I'm sad, honestly. I'm really, really sad.
Oh my god. How did you get into all of this? How long have you been doing this?
I started my business when I was a 17-year-old high school student. We did shows that were sold out across the country, back when like Vine was big.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Female Seacrest at Playlist Live Orlando with Michael Weist. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Good.
We used to do shows with like, I don't know, Taylor Kniff and like Jacob Whitesides, all the Marathon kids. And they just scaled up and grew, and over time, you know, we moved into talent management and we had new divisions go up. This is ruining my relationships with people that I've worked with in industries for years. I'm shaking violently. Like, I'm shaking right now. There's nothing I can do about it.
Why?
But we want to make it right.
When you said that you didn't want to throw Tana under the bus, because tonight I'm going to go in, I'm going to talk to her, and I'm going to at some point call you with her. But I want to like get to the bottom of it with her. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I want the truth, you know. So what, when you say you don't want to throw her under the bus, what do you mean? Is there something that nobody's saying? Is there something that nobody knows about? Was this her plan? Like, what was this?
We were all so excited and so happy and like full of love and joy. We were all doing this for the right reasons.
So your birthday party on the 22nd.
Oh yeah, we have to have creator parties, and those have to be like legendary.
Oh yeah.
No, it was never.
In the last episode, I said something along the line of, what if this whole thing is a result of he's so eager to conquer this event, to have it all, that maybe he had in front of him Tana asking for, and this is why watching this scene of Tana say, yeah, we need to go, we need to do it big, and we need to do, I don't know, again, I didn't watch the documentary, but what if actually this guy was like, yeah, we are going to do this thing so big, yeah, he was like pumped, and he was not actually saying, we cannot do that, we don't have the budget, we don't have the space, we don't have the funds, we cannot do that for safety reasons and stuff like that. I don't know. So what if he said yes to everything Tana asked, but it was not actually possible to make? So this is another thing that I was thinking in the last episode. Yeah, we're here now.
Anyone's plan for all of this to happen. Well, that doesn't even make sense. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
My career is going to fall apart.
Yeah.
It already is.
Do you think that the bottom line is this was just way out of your guys' realm of, possibility?
And when I first called Tana, I called her, I was like, let's fucking do it, girl. Like, we were all so hyped, like, let's throw TanaCon. We can make this huge, like, let's do it. The first thing I said was, do we have to do it at VidCon dates across the street? Can I put it in a different city and a different time? Let's have the time frame that we need to get the perfect venue so that everything's good to go. At the end of the day, we had no choice. Like, she wanted it during VidCon. Looking back, worst decision. If the Marriott believed that we couldn't do it, they should have never, ever, ever, ever let that happen. And also, like, for the record, everyone's talking about refunds. I don't even have the money from the ticket company. The ticket company is holding funds. Tana said, actually, let me not. I don't want to throw Tana under the bus.
No, you honestly, I don't want to say to throw her under the bus, but I would say your truth, because she's not making you look great.
I know she's not. I cannot deal with it, Shane. It's so hard. So hard. And, like, Tana's telling people she spent hundreds of thousands of her own money. No. She did. Not $1.
I'm also so incredibly excited for the future of TanaCon and the future of making my event as cheap and free as possible.
We spent everything. We paid for everything out of my pocket, Shane. Like, I risked it all to make this happen. My house, my car, everything. I'm gonna lose everything. And I want people to, like, understand that. Why the fuck would anyone do this on purpose?
Yeah.
I can't really go tweet, hey, this is what happened. Number one, I don't want to hurt Tana, but at the same time, I don't know how much more I can take.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, this is like your life, and you can protect Tana as much as you whatever, but like, I think the time of protecting Tana is over. I think we've all kind of done it for a long time, and you shouldn't let this, you know what I mean? It's like, you shouldn't feel like you have to, because this is like worst case scenario. you know?
I know, it is the worst case scenario. This is not what we wanted to happen.
What was the goodie bag thing? That was another big thing where people were just like so mad because it was told, oh, this is gonna be quadruple the ticket price, it's gonna be awesome, and it was like...
Frankly speaking, this is another... Oh my god, this is another thing that pisses me off and breaks my heart. Like, basically, Tana and I did not meet a lot of the time. Tana would basically give us all these things to deal with. I'm gonna meet 5,000 people. How the fuck is Tana gonna sit there and meet 5,000 people? But Tana would be like, the gift bag is gonna be 4 times what it is. The event's in 2 weeks, Tana. How are we gonna do that? I can't order product from China or here or where to get it into a goodie bag in time. I can't call the sponsor to...
I don't know if... Okay, a bunch of things are not making sense right now. First things first, I'm going to talk about this statement of help us out. Because no. But again, first things first, the fact that he said, I'm going to risk everything. I put all my money into this. So I'm going to risk everything, my house, my car. Okay. And Tana did not... Wait, what? When you... Like, if I want to do a con... First things first, usually when you work in this kind of things, like even as an artist, you at least ask for half of the payment up front in order to not get, scammed first, but also to not have people chicken out and you are left with nothing after maybe 1 month of work. You sign something. And when you sign that thing, you send me the half of the money and the signed paper, okay? So it's an agreement that I will work for you. If the person who paid you half of the money chickens out, they say, no, this is something, it's not my fault. But still, the Good Times thing, event, whatever, agency, should have asked for, and I don't know if he did, I don't know. But the fact that I say it's not Tana's money, it's my money, you should have asked for at least half of the money. Then, at the almost the end of the, because you need to pay, also you as a event manager, you need to pay the venue, I don't know, the goodie bags and whatever. So if you wanted to say yes to everything, it's not like yes, and then you will pay me. No. You want these goodie bags to be quadruple. You need to pay for that. Who's going to pay? You want to make this free? Perfect. Who's going to? Nothing is free. You need to pay. You want to organize this? You need to pay. Who's going to pay? Not me. Who's managing I'm just the manager of the event. So I am not understanding this, so maybe Tana will explain this, because obviously we are just hearing one side of the story, let's say. Yeah, everything is so weird. Also the fact that, coming back to this, the goodie bags, which is quadruple the price of whatever. First things first, if Tana asks again, you said you want to say yes, the money first. Second, if she wanted to do these gift bags and she didn't told you upfront when everything was put down on the table, like I want to do this and that, perfect. If she comes up with this idea 1 week before the event, you need to tell her, girl, we cannot do that. Because if we need to order things from China, from whatever. Even if you want to, I don't know, actually put these things together, they won't come together in, the products won't come on time. We don't have the ability to do that on time. We don't have the funds. So we cannot do that. Do something else. Let's think about something else. Or we cannot do that. You needed to tell us before. So I don't know, everything is so convoluted. So, and also the fact that he's saying, I don't want to throw Tana under the bus, but he's not, by saying this and then giving answers, he's not throwing Tana under the bus, he's throwing himself, because he was not able to do this job. So actually throwing himself under the bus. Maybe he's not realizing it in this moment. I don't know if he did realize it after. We will know when we hear his side. But yeah, it's pretty, I don't know. It seems like, again, the fact that he was saying yes, yes, yes to everything, and then everything fell down because it was not doable.
I can't call a sponsor to give us that in a week. You can, Tana. Maybe you can call such and such and get free makeup to put in every gift bag. Help us. You just tweet, we have to abide by it. Oh, well, the meetup groups are going to be this way. Okay, great. Now let us go back and reschedule everything and try to fix it out in and out. Like, that's not how business works. And the worst part about all of this was that Friday night when everything happened, I cried for hours. I was literally walking from venue to venue crying, trying to find something out.
It's not over.
It's 11 p.m. We're still calling venues. It's 2 a.m. We're still calling venues. Do you know where Tana and are? At Studio 71 party. Yeah. Not to throw her under the bus. And I'm like really trying not to be like attacking. Tana, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to reschedule the entire event for January? We didn't even know. Everyone was waiting for this statement. No word from Tana. Well, I'm crying that I just lost everything that I had, trying to find a solution to make everyone happy. They were both drunk at Studio 71. I'm sure as hell not going to go to a party after we just canceled this event the day before and try to fix it. Like, that was a huge pivotal point. We had basically 12 hours to find a solution.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting in this boardroom with us, like me and my staff did not sleep for 2 days straight at that point. They were out acting like everything was good, I guess.
Well, I saw that she was on vacation, like literally the day before, like the week before.
She was in Hawaii with Bella.
We're in Hawaii. Mahalo, bitch. Mahalo. Aloha. Mahalo.
And like, we're sitting here being like, we have a month to do this, Tana. You are in Hawaii? And it's like, okay, have fun, we'll do it, we'll figure it out. Like, our team's gonna just kind of make decisions. I prefer you not use a lot of this footage of me throwing Tana under the bus because I love her to death, and it's gonna look bad. Every character's gonna be like, oh, we don't wanna work with Michael because he's gonna throw me under the bus. But like, Shane, I'm damn near suicidal over this. Like, this is really, really hurting me. And people don't understand that. Tana doesn't understand that. I'm more hurt than probably you, than Tana. I don't know what else to do.
Then that's why I'm doing this. I mean, my goal is to give some reality checks to people. I think people...
She's gonna be mad, and I want to, like, hug her in person. Like, Tana, this is where we made a mistake. Like, loving and, like, coming from a place of love, not a place of anger.
Well,
and I'm sorry that you've had to experience it. I'm sorry Tana has to. I'm sorry the fans had to.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you definitely put out apologies and statements faster than she did, and that kind of says something, so.
And we were trying to do it even faster. Like, our team wrote them as soon as it happened. Like, what's the plan? We couldn't get a response. Like, I've got to figure out what to do. Like, I'm looking at bankruptcy. It's going to probably ruin my life for the next 7 years.
Again, I am so sorry for this person because he's only 21 and it's obvious that he had some, let's call it professional flaws, let's call it like that. The fact that he's saying, I don't want to hurt her, but again, he's saying she wasn't showing up, she wasn't present. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I wasn't there. But the fact that if she asked your company to do this kind of things, you have the guidelines. Let's say she said, okay, I want to do this. I would like this kind of venue. I would like to do this other this. Okay. You as a company and as you as a manager should have known what it was doable, what it was not, what kind of things you could achieve and what other things you could not. The fact that she wasn't showing up at meetings, it's not a good thing, because maybe you know, you need to be aware of what is going on in your event and stuff like that. And maybe she was not like answering and stuff like that. I don't know. This feels like a 50-50 situation. And 50 on his side of being so young and maybe so... But even the fact that he's saying, like, I don't know if it's true. We are going to see if there's footage or stuff like that. But the fact that they were at a table trying to try to think about a solution, because maybe they were actually trying to fix the situation, and she was not, and they actually put it out a statement and she did not. So they were quick on these things. He was trying, from what he says, he was trying to fix this kind of things. And also, again, I don't want to say it lightly, but a person of 21, like a guy, not even a man, because you're still growing up, or 21, who said, yeah, I have experience since I was 17. And again, I've been in those situations, and I didn't want people to treat me like I didn't know anything. But at the same time, I was aware of stuff that I couldn't do. And I don't know. It feels like he was buried under so many weights, and I'm sorry that he felt like this, honestly, because to think this kind of thing business wise, to understand bankruptcy, I declare bankruptcy, sorry, my mind, at 21, it's crazy. I don't know. Also, I believe that everybody does shitty choices, but to pay this price, I don't know. I feel really, really sorry for him, honestly. And again, the fact that he was acting a little bit unprofessional. Again, I need to think about the fact that he was 21 back then. So I'm just sad, honestly.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this.
You know, at the end of the day, the liability falls on me. And not Tana, not anyone else, me.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me this chance to explain myself, because I can't really, like, go on live or Twitter or wherever and put my voice out there without getting attacked.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Of course.
Truly.
All right, man.
Shane.
I'll
Text
keep you
me.
posted. Talk to you later.
You too. Bye.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Tana really did think that this guy was like some crazy scheming, evil genius his whole plan was to whatever. Like, yeah, that was interesting and kind of fun to think about, but that was a kid. That was like literally like a child in his room freaking out. He's too young.
Yeah, exactly. This is my thoughts, because okay, maybe he throw himself under the bus, accepting to make this, because maybe he was eager to succeed. He was, I'm going to make it. This is why maybe he was shooting footage for the documentary, because he was like, this is my break, this is my moment, I will make this company so successful. Okay, he was just going. But at the same time, we need to understand that I don't know how old was Tana. So she's now 27. She was 20. Okay, they had 1 year apart. Yeah, so they were both young, but maybe she had like a management, more experienced people around. I don't know, guys. This is some... Because they were two young people, maybe getting so excited on this idea and saying, we will do this. Everything. Because I am 32 and I'm still going. into those kind of loops and saying like, yeah, I'm going to do this because I can do this. And then I find myself thinking about, yeah, but what about money? What about time? What about things? So, and I'm 32. So yeah, crazy.
He's too young to be organizing anything that big. And also, Tana is too young and too irresponsible to do anything. Literally anything. And I think that together, like,
he just said
there was no way of that working.
It's crazy.
And now the problem is this kid is literally, if that's real and he's gonna lose everything, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I wish you would have been on that segue for that interview. That would have been so good. Okay. So I have an Uber coming in.
See, these are the moments where he actually says something smart and then he says some shit like this. An interview on a Segway, really? Oh my god.
Okay. So I have an Uber coming in literally 1 minute. But I'm really nervous. I don't know what to do.
I don't think she understands. Well, okay, I don't want to say it like that, but maybe let her know that like the creators are probably disappointed too. Like this was my first ever thing that I went to and I didn't get to go. So like there's probably a lot of other people like that too, you know, like
We did all like take time off of work. You bought an expensive hotel for us to all stay in. You've got us transportation down there and we all took 4 days off of working. Like, and we're not the people to feel sorry for because we're fine. We didn't sit in the sun forever. But I guess it's just about, are you finding whose fault it is or are you just getting everyone's side of the story?
I don't know.
He actually made, what's his name? His partner, I don't know, Rylan? I don't know. But yeah, he actually made a good point. Like, besides everyone taking, you know, time to go there and stuff like that, what's the point of this? Like, are you trying to find the culprit? Or are you trying to let everyone express their side? Also because the victims are pretty clear. People who paid, people who stayed in the sun, the girl who was taken to the hospital, and thank God nothing bad happened. So yeah, I believe that both the parties, like Tana and the Michael guy, both lost something. Like maybe Tana lost at that time her credibility and Michael lost his business, basically. It's more convoluted than what I thought it was going to. I just believe that, okay, this happened and maybe there was a lawsuit or something. There's more, and this is why I like to watch this kind of things, honestly.
Because I don't want this to make Tana look like the worst person ever. But I also don't want to be too easy on her. I don't want this guy's life to be ruined. Like, I don't know. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck? What would you say?
I would say that it's extremely disappointing for someone that I've looked up to for a long time to not seem like they care about disappointing so many people.
Yeah,
and like to see her out partying after like there are thousands of people crying in their hotel rooms and she's just fine in her Gucci boots out partying. Like that's like, why do people look up to that? That sounds really mean, but like.
I mean, it's true. Okay, the Uber's here. Wish me luck.
2 months ago, I made a YouTube video being taken out of VidCon, and I never thought that it would amount to this. Walking around Tanacon and seeing all of this happen, I never thought that that would come from this. And I know I'm always preaching the message of following your wildest dreams, but like, who would have thought this bitch would have a convention? Okay?
Tanacon is no joke.
Tanacon is no.
Whose footage is that? The security guy. Whose footage is that? I don't know.
Thank you. Oh my god, I feel my heart right now. It's like crazy.
Oh my god.
I know. If the camera shakes, sorry.
Okay, she said she's coming down. You think Bella Thorne's gonna be there?
Maybe, actually.
Bella Thorne comes out, she's so smart. She's like, I talked to the fire marshal.
She rescheduled everything and coordinated everybody's schedule.
She's like, I've already planned the next TanaCon. It's gonna be fine. 10,000 people, no problem. Bitch, I'm Bella Thorne. Got to her still in Anaheim, like, where am I? This is a good time to show you my phone background. It's Ricky Dillon holding up a big T.
Oh, yeah.
That's me right now, honestly. Honestly, that's everybody right now.
It smells like weed.
It smells like weed. Very much. Bella?
I've been chewing gum this whole time. I'll just put it in my... Jesus.
Wait, you're putting it in your pocket?
Well, there's not a trash can.
You don't put it in your pocket. Who's that? Who are all these people? There's that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, alright? We're just gonna talk about everything. Oh my god. It's okay, it's okay. I love you too, it's gonna be okay. We're just gonna talk about everything.
I'm sorry.
Here, it's okay.
Hi.
The finale? Finale?
I'm gonna ask you something that could make you look really bad. You guys haven't talked really
I
since.
just want the truth from him so badly.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Santa.
It sucks because I really trusted you. Has told me that like it's your mom's real estate money and you have plenty of it and you've scammed them and then like fuck Michael,
That is so disgusting.
6 months ago you stopped working on all their stuff to work on TanaCon just to make money off of me.
You know that I loved you. I trusted you, and here we are in this situation. Like,
Is there any like? I want to see some of this. Oh, whoa! That was like a conspiracy moment.
why would I throw an event to scam someone? How the fuck would that make sense? How did anyone lie to you, Tana?
A lot of people think she's a mess. Like they don't trust her. They think she's lying a lot.
If that is true, I didn't know that.
I have the video footage, and I will show it to
I
you.
think the time of protecting Tana is over.
No one wanted this to work more than me. You don't understand, Shane.
You both fucked over me and thousands of people.
Yeah,
There's no way that 5,000 people could fit there.
Right.
There's no way. You both knew this wasn't gonna work. Is there anything you want to say? Is there anything you haven't got a chance to say?
I don't even know how to say this. I don't let you down.
Okay, final thoughts. Final thoughts. This is because I know that it's from 7 years ago. Come on, but I'm putting myself in their shoes and I'm feeling like the overwhelming fear that maybe they felt. I don't know, but the fact that this situation was so, I don't know about everything, so we are going to know what the hell happened in the next episode. The finale was, sorry, but yeah, the fact that they said like you scammed people, and honestly, I don't know about how I feel. It's already complicated, the situation like this, without throwing other stuff in. So I don't know. But yeah, the main thing I believe is that they were both so young, 2021. So this is a thing, big thing. So they were two kids playing adult, basically, with money. And the people who paid the price of this playing adults were the fans. Also, the one question that I have, Did they settle down, like legally talking? Did they had an agreement legally? Or did they, I believe so, because if there's a, and also, since he was 21, did they actually have oh my God, this hair. Did they actually have a written contract? Like they did it without a contract, without an agreement? But the fun fact is that and this is why I said it at the beginning that I watched the 1 year sobriety video, because something clicked in my head, which was that she had a manager. I don't know if during this time she had it, but I believe so. And therefore, my thought goes, were there people around her, like the manager, who could have guided her in some way? I don't know. Also, this Michael person, did he have a guide around him? I don't know. I'm just sorry, honestly, for both of them, and I really, really want to see the final episode, and then I want to see her response, and then I want to see Michael response. So we're going to watch them. The next episode is 41 minutes from Shane, and we are going to watch it. So like, subscribe, whatever, shenanigans. And we will see each other soon. Bye.